Well, it's the next day and I'm back from running parts. Got my radiator back. I don't know if it's good news or bad news. Good news, there's nothing wrong with the radiator, he says. It doesn't, there are no leaks. So at least got it cleaned and he painted it up. So that means I got a leak somewhere else. He thinks it's a water pump. I don't see nothing leaking from the water pump. I just got done cleaning this all out too. Look at it, red paint again. Got the motor all hosed off. There's the water pump. Spin smooth, quiet. Not sure where the weep hole is on. It should be in here somewhere. Don't see nothing leaking. Of course, in my mind, I go from the easiest thing to the worst case scenario. I don't know what it would be, but maybe I got something leaking in the exhaust. There's nothing in the oil. There's no water in the oil. Oil looks good. But I did have, at times, I do get a leak here. Now the other day when I turned it around to work on this and I started up, and I think I mentioned it before, I had something coming out around that seam. So I just wonder if I got something, a head gasket or something leaking. Which might stand, well, like I said, I don't know how water would leak in just the exhaust if it's a head gasket, and I can see oil coming out here, but I don't see anything that looks like it would be bad with that head gasket. Now, regardless, we're going to get a look in here before it's done. Right now, I'm going to put the radiator in, fill this back up with water, run it some more, see what it does. And then when I I got the exhaust gaskets ordered, and the valve cover gasket, and a thermostat. When that stuff gets here, I'll pull all this off, and then I can see up in the exhaust ports, see if there's anything looks fishy there. I'll have to be able to pull the valve covers, see if I can see anything in there. And then, like I say, it could be something simple. I might have a cracked thermostat housing or something somewhere, or a gasket back there leaking. So like I say, there's several places it could be leaking. This is the oil cooler. Yeah, it wouldn't be leaking coolant there. So, again, we'll see. I think, maybe see if I can find some of this fluorescent dye that, I think they got that stuff you can dump in the radiator, as long as I got water in it. Put that in there, and maybe I'll see where it's leaking from that. Well, I did get these lines changed. I changed them around. They've got them both coming to the front here now. This one here was going around to the back. So I got them laid in here pretty good. This should be clear of the crankshaft pulley. No kinks in there now. I'm all tucked up underneath there, up into the control valve. I mean, no matter how much I power wash something, it always shit's still on. I power washed this and I took the garden hose, flooded it. Still got shit sitting on here. See, I can see the head gasket right there. And I see silver all the way through there, like the edge of it. I don't see nothing black like something blown out. But that's for later to figure out. So right now I'm just going to get this back in, get water back in it, go get my tire back on my bale wagon. Had to go get a new tire this morning. It's one of them things I only got to haul maybe 3 more loads of hay this year. And it's one of them things that might last for 10 years, and I might pull out the driveway, hit a rock just right and blow it, but in between the groove there, probably at least halfway across, you could see it cracking apart and see tread, or cords. And there's another area where a chunk of that was peeled up and twisted. So, like I said, well, I might as well get one now. Because that's the one problem with that wagon. I do not have any spare tires for it. I don't have another wagon I can steal the tires off of. Because that's 8-bolt. The only other thing around here I got 8-bolt is this front tractor tire. And I would think they might fit, but who knows. So, I'm going to go ahead and get this slapped back in there and see what happens next. And I got the water, and it's just bubbling a little bit here yet. But I'm going to say, whatever's leaking out this exhaust is not coolant. Because this has been without coolant in it for 2 days. Ran it here twice now, 3 times, no coolant in it. And I got this here now. This is after hosing everything off. So I definitely got something blowing out around here. So I'm going to say whatever's leaking there. My guess right now is going to be the injector might have issues. It's like I was saying, this thing sounds like it's got a miss. I just wonder if that's this injector right here has an issue and is spitting. And it's overloading that cylinder, and that's why, because that's the same cylinder here that had the excess buildup around that gasket. So if that's overfill or overspraying, they say, well, as it warms up, it would burn off. I'm going to say that might be an issue. Might be the issue. Well, I want to start this up here for a minute. Let this run. Pump some of that water around. Moving some air through there now. I'm almost going to bet now. Fuel-related issue that's gone past there. You know, I'm going to top that off real quick, and then I'm going to run it up and down the road here a little bit. See if it blows off through the, well, it should blow off some from the bypass, because I got that filled clear to the top, and it's supposed to have an air gap, but I'd rather fill it up and let it blow off to the level it needs. Run this a bit, see if something starts spurting out somewhere, or a leak shows up somewhere. Yeah, I just came back, wandered around here a little bit. I have to let this cool off before I can check the radiator again. But well, I ran it over to the heifer barn, looped around, came back, went down there to the hayfield I just mowed, went around the field, this, high throttle to work it, heat it up more, come around, pulled back in here, just to heat it up some. And I found some leaks, and some things might not be as bad as it sounds. But first off, I don't see nothing down in there, anything. I don't see anything that looks wet. Bastards always gotta fight somebody. I don't see nothing wet around the water pump. I haven't tried, like he said, put an air compressor onto this, pressurize it. But right now, it's pressurized. Both these hoses are stiff. It's holding pressure. As far as oil leaks, I definitely have something wrong with cylinder 4. Whether it's a bad injector, bad valve seal, something. Because as you can see here, it's all wet in there. Got a stream, thing of oil going down. So that's just coming somewhere around there. So I said, well, see what that is when I get the gaskets to pull that off. And then the valve cover right there does look a little like there's oil there, damp. Of course, I can't say for sure. It still might be. Water should have dried off of it by now, heating it up. I'm pretty sure that's oil. And then, if I'll get a good view of this, you see that shine there? That one's definitely leaking. And I think well, that one has a flat washer, another washer. Let's see. You can tell it's got a regular flat washer and this here, and I think these washers have a seal in them. So I might have to look into getting them, or something around that bolt is cracked or something. So I might have a cracked valve cover gasket or whatever. But I gotta check into that, get these seals, washer seals, whatever's there. Because that's quite a bit of oil. This all should look like this over here, dull. And here you can see it's got a shine. Looks stronger to me. I don't see nothing. Looks like oil around the head gasket out here. Like I say, I swear, I know, 99% sure the oil is coming from above the head gasket. So that makes me feel a little bit better if it's going to be in there. But like I say, I won't know until we tear into it once I get the parts I need. Well, next thing I'm going to do, I forgot, the air intake hose. Air comes in. This is actually your air inlet right here. And there's a boot that goes on up there, that oval, and goes in there. Not that I need it desperately. I mean, it's got the filter in there. It only matters if it's going to rain, but it's inside. So, kind of feel a little bit better, I'm sure, but like I said, we'll keep an eye on this water here for a few days. I gotta find something to do with this. to work a little bit more. But like I say, we'll worry about it as we go along here. Once I get parts, then we can continue on this. But I guess that being said, I guess I'm pretty much done for the night. So, oh, I gotta go put my tire on the wagon yet. I ain't got a video of that. Not much throw putting the tire on, so. So we'll end this here. Thanks for watching. We'll catch up with you later. Comment, rate, subscribe, and we'll be back once we get something else to work on. Well, I don't want to say one more thing because I don't want to steal somebody else's skit, but one more thing. This is a tire I just put on. Kind of liking this tire, the way it looks compared to the other ones. This one's a BKT, but I like this. It seems to be more squared across the tread compared to this one. I don't know if you can really tell or not, but it kind of it's rounded. So there'll be more pressure here on the center tire, where that one seems to be flatter and spread over the tire. This one's an American Farmer. And the tires I originally got on this wagon, this is an original tire, and that one's still an original tire. And these are 14 ply. That one's a tire I took off the silage wagon that I sold 2 years ago. That one's only a 10 ply. I think the 14 ply matters more if you got the 30-foot wagon and tandem gear and stuff, whatever, but this was an original tire, and you know, it cracked out here and was seeing cords. So, but this is a BKT. My one more thing was going to be, and it's going to be on the back side. I don't see it here now. Most implement tires like these here, are rated at 25 mile an hour. This one actually has a 40 mile an hour rating on it, which I couldn't believe. But BKTs are good tires. I've never had any complaints on them. This one's only a 12 ply because that's what they stock. I mean, it's bad enough, 225 bucks for that tire. But again, I'd rather change it now. The tire was on there, might have lasted 10 years. I might pull the head here 5 feet and run over a rock here, catch that cord just right and blow through the tire. So I'd rather have it done here now. And well, like I say, I seen that 40 mile an hour on there, and I never seen that before. Let me see. But yeah, like I say, 12 ply, 10, even 10 ply should be more than enough. I mean, my two sides wagons over there have tandem gear and stuff and only have 8 ply tires on them. I mean, yeah, they probably should be 10 plies, but you know, 17 bale at 700 pounds, that's all it's carrying on this wagon. That's way less than what's on the silage wagon. So just thought I'd share that little tidbit because, like I say, BKTs are little good tires. I think the next time I put tires on this thing, it's going to be BKT radials. I mean, this is a Firestone 23-degree radial. Good tire. I just think they're overpriced for what they are. I've had one more funny. That's a Goodyear tire I put on. Just got a good casing with good tread on it. It's better tread than what was on there. Just to kind of match up more to this one. But like I say, I think I've seen a few tractors with BKTs on them. Like I say, I think my next ones might be. Again, depends what the cost is at the time.